This is the new TC Pride Podcast, Episode 73, Part 3 of on-location coverage of the 2017 Golden Valley Pride Festival. TC Pride Podcast, we're on location at Golden Valley Pride, and I'm here with one of the folks at the event. Can you please introduce yourself?
I am Greta Evans-Becker, and I am the board chair for PRISM. Well, we were the beneficiary for the donations from the Interfaith Service today, and so all of that money goes directly to PRISM, which serves, does food, shelter, and housing for people, and it serves them with dignity in the area of Golden Valley and the surrounding communities.
And so you're also a member of the Spirit of Hope Church?
I am. It's a reconciling church. It's open to anyone. It is wonderful. It has great music and great fellowship.
And how does it feel to be here at Golden Valley Pride, celebrating Pride with all these awesome people today?
It is so much fun. We just love it. All ages are here. All kinds of different groups of people are represented, just having a wonderful time together. Thank you very much.
My name is Zaylor Stout. Yes, I'm running for City Council for Ward 1 in St. Louis Park. So, St. Louis Park does not have its own pride, and so St. Louis Park is a, city right next to Golden Valley. So I hope to run into some of my constituents here and be able to, spread the word in regards to my candidacy.
So you're doing a great job of getting the word out. I've seen the buttons and the stickers and everything everywhere. So I've never run for City Council. What all is involved in that? I suppose a lot of they say shaking hands, kissing babies, all that kind of stuff, right? And a lot of just getting the word out like this.
Yep. So it's all about getting your name out there. Talking to constituents whenever you can. There's gonna be a lot of door knocking involved. You got to get those face-to-face contacts with each and every voter because that's what gets voter turnout up. So we got buttons here. We have sign-up sheets for volunteering or donating, and just spreading the pride here.
Great. So if people don't live in St. Louis Park but they want to support you as a candidate, how can they maybe do that?
Well, they can go to my website, which is www.zaylorstout, which is spelled ZAYLORESTOUT.com.
So they might not be able to vote for you, but there's a lot of ways to support you, right?
Oh, absolutely. You can volunteer. Hey, we have friends all over the place. So they may have friends in St. Louis Park that are in Ward 1. So they can, share information in regards to my candidacy with them so they can check me out and see who they're going to vote for, because there's actually going to be a primary on August the 8th. There's 4 people running, so it's important.
Awesome. Well, good luck. Great to see you again. Thanks for your time today. Happy Pride.
Thank you. Happy Pride. Happy Pride, everyone.
My name is Chandra Houghton.
I'm Sierra Gunderson.
Anthony Sigsworth.
Madison Vesper.
Now, what people can't see right now because it's a podcast is the fact that you all are covered in paint and glitter and all kinds of fun stuff. Can you talk about that a little?
Well, we got the glitter bomb, and then we went to the Pride Run, which is really awesome. They threw colored cornstarch at us.
Yeah, tell me about the Pride Run.
Well, we more so walked because we don't really run. We ran halfway, and then we kind of gave up. But other than that, it was pretty fun. Got some stuff in my face, and...
Yeah, looks like they got you too, right?
Yeah, it was pretty fun. I mean, it was a lot more interesting than I thought it would be.
And I understand you actually weren't in the run, but they got a hold of you.
I wasn't in the run, but they came up and hugged me, and that's how I got all the color over.
Yeah, because it totally looks like you were.
I know.
Okay, so how does it feel to be here today at Golden Valley Pride, celebrating Pride with those awesome people?
Well, it is actually my first Pride to be at, so it's actually a great experience, and I'd totally do it again.
Very cool. And so one thing we've been asking folks on the podcast is what does Pride mean to you? So who wants to tell me what does Pride mean to you?
So Pride means to me is that just showing that we're happy to be who we are, not hiding it from others, and that we can actually express our gay pride. And it just means being happy and not being scared to show others what it's like and how good it is.
It's awesome. Like, I've never seen so many people in one place celebrating Pride. Like, it's amazing.
I'm here with my friends, so
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Yeah, hey, I'm Ashley Morgan. I am the program manager for Avenues for Homeless Youth, Suburban and Minneapolis Host Home Program. Yeah, so Avenues has been around for about 20 years now. We have a GLBT host home program, and then we also have a program that just serves any youth who identify any kind of way. And those programs are really just looking for folks who want to open up their home to a youth experiencing homelessness. And then we also have 2 shelters, one in Minneapolis and one in Brooklyn Park.
So this host program is pretty unique. Maybe you can tell folks a little bit about that as well.
Yeah, our host home program is really cool. It's a outside the system response. It's really just allowing the community to help solve this problem of youth homelessness, and it really works to look for folks in specific communities, suburbs, and Minneapolis who just have the capacity to share some resources with young people. So today we're just really out here trying to get the word out. There are about 6,000 homeless youth in the state of Minnesota on any given day, and there's only about 700 shelter beds and transitional spaces for youth. So we have a lot of work to do, so we're trying to educate the community on that, and then we're also looking for folks who want to support us in the various ways, and then folks who want to open their home as hosts. We've gotten a lot of people coming through and signing up for our newsletter and asking about how they can get involved, so it's great. Oh, they can go to avenuesforyouth.org, www.avenuesforyouth. Happy Pride!
Hi, I'm Christine Pop. Today we're here with Outfront Minnesota. At the festival, we are having people sign a petition where we're trying to get conversion therapy banned. We're trying to make sure that trans students have access to the bathroom that they identify with, as well as make sure that people have access to trans health care, and so that religious exemption bills don't get passed in Minnesota. We also have a couple volunteer opportunities, and we're selling t-shirts and buttons. We are selling t-shirts for $5. We've got a pretty big variety here. We're actually trying to sell out our stock right now because we're debuting some brand new designs at Pride Twin Cities.
That's right. Stay tuned, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Janine Stiles. I'm with Mandala Midwifery Care, and I've partnered here with Cheyenne Johnson, and we've started something called the Queer Birth Project.
And I'm Cheyenne Johnson. I use she, her pronouns. I'm the owner of Cheyenne the Doula, and again, co-founder of Queer Birth Project, which is an organization that serves LGBTQ families and the professionals that support them during family building and early parenthood.
Yeah, we have events for birth professionals that serve LGBTQ folks, but we also have lots of events for queer families. Our biggest event that we have recurring is on the second Saturday of every month. We have a new parenting group, and that's for prospective parents who are just in the beginning processes of growing their family, and also new parents up to age 3 or so, give or take a few years there. And that's every month, and we have a speaker and a topic, but also probably the most important and fun thing about that is just peer-to-peer support that folks get.
And you threw a word out there that people might not know off the bat. Can you talk about that, please?
Oh, yeah. So a doula is basically a birth, pregnancy, and labor support person who will help you along your birth journey as you start your family with information, childbirth education, and resources during pregnancy. Then we're usually the first person that joins you in labor, and we stay with you continuously until you have the baby, providing emotional support, physical support, a little bit of relief for your partner if you have one, and then, of course, any other services we're able to help you have the experience that you want.
So we actually met at Twin Cities Pride last year, and what I found out for me is this is actually like a pretty unique service. There was sort of a shortage of services like this within the LGBTQ community, right?
Yeah, we found that there's kind of a gap in the community. There's certainly a gap in the community to train birth professionals that work with LGBTQ folks. There's lots of great organizations that train health professionals in general how to provide culturally competent care, but there was really a lack of people that understood the birth process and the whole process that you go through for that. And then we have lots of need in the community for new families in general to connect with each other around new parenting, but especially in the LGBTQ community, we go through some kind of unique things.
Yeah, and one of the events you had recently was about legal rights, basically, like legal rights for prospective parents.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Davis Law Office came and spoke to our new parenting group and just talked all about the different legal aspects of becoming a queer family.
So you can point people in the right direction if they have questions about that. And also, so for people maybe who are thinking about getting a doula to sort of help out, like what would you kind of tell them if they're kind of on the fence and they're like, I can do it myself, but maybe I want a little help. But what would you tell people who are kind of thinking about it?
Well, reach out to Queer Birth Project, especially if you're an LGBTQ identified person. We have some wonderful, culturally competent and LGBTQ identified doulas that we can refer you to. But even if you're not LGBTQ, we're very connected to the community. We can name a few doulas who would fit your personality, because when it comes to hiring a doula, experience is great, but you really just want someone that you click with. So we're happy to provide those referrals to culturally competent doulas in the community. And if you email us, we'll answer your questions. If you come to one of our events, we will show you around and teach you what's what with doula and midwifery care.
We love it when people connect with us on Facebook. We have a Queer Birth Project page, and we post lots of great information out there, but also all of our events go out there. And then we have a website, queerbirthproject.com.
Yep. www.queerbirthproject.com will answer all of your questions about when and where our events are. But if you want up-to-date notifications, subscribe to our event feed on Facebook, which is Queer Birth Project. If you search it on Facebook, we're the first ones that come up. And then if you want to email us, our email address is just queerbirthproject@gmail.com.
Great. Thank you so much, both of you, for your time today, and good luck with everything you do, and happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Great. Thank you. Happy Pride.
I'm Carol Watson. I'm with Community Action Partnership of Hennepin County. So this is the Community Action Agency. It's federally funded, federally mandated, that serves the low-income residents of Hennepin County, and we provide services to help people move up and out of poverty. Our largest program is energy assistance, which helps low-income families pay their heating bills in the winter and avoid shutoffs. We also do free legal clinics to assist people in getting answers to their legal questions. We do free tax preparations. We have home ownership programs that help people avoid foreclosure, educate first-time homebuyers on the responsibilities of owning a home. We have financial programs that are intended to help people build assets. We help people apply for food support programs, MNsure navigators, and we have a program for supportive services for veterans and their families, and helping homeless people transition into permanent housing. Thank you very much.
My name's Chuck Bevelo.
And I'm Paul Skerbeck.
Well, I'm wearing a T-shirt from the Pride March on Washington in 2000. It's got the Capitol on it with a rainbow across the Capitol dome.
And that was the Millennium March, I believe they called it.
Yes, and I'm wearing a "Silence Equals Death" T-shirt. It's the iconic phrase of ACT UP back in the height of the AIDS crisis, and it's mostly to remind people that HIV and AIDS is still something that we have to deal with. People are still dying, and we as a community need to remember that. So it's got the word silence and then equals and death, and it's got the pink triangle above it, and it's just something that's been synonymous with fighting for AIDS activism over the years.
So the one thing we've been asking folks is what does Pride mean to you? So when you tell me what does Pride mean to you?
It's funny because as we were walking in, I was commenting that this is what Pride used to be like walking through the park. Loring Park was a setup not this different from Golden Valley Pride when it first started. My first Pride was in 1990, and I remember that the crowds were a lot smaller, and it was a place of community and a place of welcoming friends, and much of that hasn't changed, but it has gotten a lot bigger, and every year it's wonderful to see all the people come out.
I think the one word that Paul just said, community. It's getting in touch with your community, seeing old friends, making new friends, and being visible. Happy Pride.
My name is Ray Grant, and I am president of Primetimers Minneapolis-St. Paul. We are an intergenerational gay and bisexual organization for men primarily. We have a variety of social activities that includes playing dominoes, bowling. We have a group called History Boys that goes to various local Twin Cities historical sites or tourist attractions. Sometimes we do outings for going to shows or plays, movies, outings at various restaurants, that sort of thing. So we're here to basically put out the word that we exist. We're here for gay, bisexual men, for all ages. More of a focus with mature men. And also we are doing a petition on behalf of AARP, and it's basically a petition to Congress to basically keep their hands off of Medicaid and Medicare, given the fact that the Republican-led legislature wants to treat Medicare and Medicaid as some kind of entitlement program, which it is not, and to leave it alone. So that's pretty much our focus here at Golden Valley. And we do have a website. It's www.primetimersmsp.com. and that's for our local chapter. Thank you.
I'm Amy Forbes with Living in the Valley Events, which is a local community group here in Golden Valley. So LIVE, which is the acronym for Living in the Valley Events, is a group that does events to bring the community together, people that live and work in the Golden Valley area. Most notably is our Taste and Tour event, and it's a business open house downtown Golden Valley. Thanks.
My name's Julie Davith, and I am with the Imperial Court of Minnesota. We are a 501c3 charity organization who raises money year-round for other 501c3 charities that really need our support. Several of the organizations we raise money for are here today, as a matter of fact. Avenues for Homeless Youth and Clare Housing and even Animals for people who have AIDS. So we cover the gamut. Several food shelves. It's wonderful. And today we're here selling tickets for our annual charity boat cruise. And there's a little luncheon beforehand, and then there's a shuttle bus that takes people from the lunch at the saloon to the boat site and back again. So we're selling tickets for that, and it's going to be a blast. It's a great kickoff to Pride. Well, they can go to www.impcourtmn.com. Thank you, you too. Happy Pride.
TC Pride Podcast. We're on location at Golden Valley Pride, and I'm here with some folks at the Twin Cities Pride tent. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Sure. Sarah Killian. I am a member of the board of directors.
And so how does it feel to be here at Golden Valley Pride today?
It's great. The weather almost precluded us from being here, but it has turned out to be a great day, and there are so many people. I'm very surprised at the number and the turnout.
And what are maybe some other things that you can let people know that are coming up for the festival?
We have family night at the Children's Theater, and then we've got a Pride kickoff party at Sunrise Bank, and Pride night at the Links, and topping off the week with the Pride Family Picnic.
Great. Thank you very much for your time today, and enjoy the rest of the day. Happy Pride.
Wonderful. Thank you. Happy Pride.
The TC Pride Podcast is a production of Podletter Media and Twin Cities Pride. Subscribe now on iTunes, on Android, or by email at tcpridepodcast.org. Get above the noise by raising your voice. Podletter Media turns your email newsletter, blog, or video content into a more powerful, more personal, more intimate, on-demand listening experience. Your podcast, your story, your voice. Simplified, amplified. Learn more now at podletter.com.